This review for Halo Infinite's multiplayer was cut out of the Two Penny Gamescast episode 70, which you can find at youtube.com/2pennygamescast or mainstream podcast services of your choice, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Please go there, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I am your host, Tavin Bothel, and I am here with my good friend and co-host, Connor Elliott. We're going to talk to you about some Halo. Connor, let's go ahead and jump into what we've been playing this week. And, Connor, we've been playing Halo Infinite multiplayer.
Yes.
As we said earlier on the show, the multiplayer came out early.
Wednesday?
Something like that. Yeah, I think it was like Wednesday, something like that. Maybe a little earlier than that. I don't 100%. Maybe it was like Tuesday, Monday. It came out earlier this week. It doesn't matter. I've been playing a whole bunch of it on PC. Playing with the guys, having a bunch of fun. You jumped on the train a little late. Your PC is a piece of garbage, so you downloaded it on
Xbox,
a launch One. Xbox One.
Yes.
I'm more. I'll go ahead and get this bit out of the way. On PC, it's running fantastic, surprisingly well. Like for a multiplayer launch, like I haven't really been dropped from any games. I haven't been fighting a bunch of lag. Like the servers are mostly fine, and the game plays phenomenally. This is gearing up to be my favorite Halo video game to date. Like it just needs the campaign to hit.
As somebody that's played on the Xbox One,
yeah, I'm very curious to see what
your agree with that wholeheartedly.
Really?
I have not felt so excited for a Halo game since I got my hands on this. Yeah, I played a lot of it yesterday. Yeah. So as you said before, runs great. The only issue that I've had one of the issues I did have, I guess I had two, was in the win screens and when it's showing all the players, sometimes they'll disappear, sometimes they'll be facing the wrong direction.
Right.
But I've seen that on PC.
Yeah.
It's not game breaking. And the other thing that wasn't even game breaking was it once actually said, you can't, we're not connected to the servers. And I didn't know why, and it lasted for five
That did happen to me one time, and then it was just to close the app and relaunch it, and it was fine.
I didn't even close the app. I literally just pressed play again. I backed out all the way to the main screen, went to multiplayer, and it was fixed. So it wasn't even game, like I said, not even game breaking.
Just a moment of
But the game runs great. Dude, it plays amazing.
Dude, this game is fucking dope, bro.
I know, right?
Yo,
man?
And as someone who was really excited about Splitgate earlier this year and really, really enjoyed Splitgate, this I cannot believe it's actually exceeded my expectations.
It did.
I know. Halo is my favorite first-person shooter franchise. Halo 3 is one of my favorite video games of all time. And for this to, this feels like how I remember Halo playing.
Yes, exactly.
You go back and you play those Halos and you're like, this just doesn't feel as good anymore.
It does not.
Because it's just time, man, and it's affected it in some serious ways. But now,
this has revitalized it.
It revitalized, and it doesn't feel like it's a modernization, but not in the way that felt out of character, like 4 and 5 kind of felt. Even though I did really like 4, and I thought 5 was actually a pretty solid game. It just didn't grab me. But this is Halo. Mm-hmm. This is Halo in its purest form, and it's just pure arena combat, first person shooter, multiplayer mayhem.
Yes,
and it's fucking fantastic.
One of the things that I loved, and I think you'll agree with me on this as well, is, first of all, the guns are great.
Guns feel so good.
The assault rifle, for the first time...
Awesome. It's effective.
It's effective. I've been a major fan of the assault rifle for a long time. Only because I liked how it felt.
Yeah.
But its effectiveness was always, subpar. And it was very, even though I was reluctant to, I would replace it with guns I found around the map almost instantly.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't viable when I was playing online. But this is the first time I think to myself, well, it's actually kind of a good thing to keep it because I'm
going to rack up some kills with this thing, man. This is a good, fallback weapon. Sure, I'm going to pick up the battle rifle. I'm going to score some headshots. I'm going to get some critical damage. But when the shit hits the fan, man, I'm pulling this AR right back out. Now, it's all reliable, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mid-range, close range, great.
It even does okay damage at far range.
It does, but that's when the pistol comes into play. Dude, man, the pistol is great.
This is one of my favorite Halo pistols we've ever had in the franchise, and it's so different from every other pistol we've ever fucking played with. The closest, maybe the ODST pistol?
Or Reach. I always liked the Reach's pistol. That was one of the
But Reach felt like the Halo 1 pistol. This one feels dramatically different. The sidekick, they call it. Yo, it's the sidekick, man. That is the thing you're busting that. That is another, hey man, you can't go wrong with this, man. All reliable right there.
Yep. My first experience with it was I was in an assault rifle battle with somebody. Clip ran out. So obviously,
that
you
quick
have
switch.
2 options. Melee or 3. Melee, grenades, or sidearm.
Yeah.
I had tried to do melee before. I had thrown grenades before. But I was like, okay, I'll use the generic pistol.
Yeah.
And I use it, and I get the kill. I'm like, oh, this actually feels pretty good.
Yeah.
Guy comes around the corner with an assault rifle. I pop a few headshots off, take rid of him.
Fucking knock him right the fuck out.
And I look at it again. I'm like, wait a second.
What do I have here?
What
have they put
this?
in my hands? Dude, I can't wait to play SWAT with that pistol. Oh, I can't wait to play SWAT with
Is
that
there
pistol.
a DMR-like gun? I know there's the battle rifle.
I haven't seen one. No.
I have not either.
No.
Yeah.
The closest one that like people are identifying with is the Commando, but that's a fully automatic weapon.
That one's the most Call of Duty gun that I've probably seen.
It really is, but it still feels right.
It feels right. And It feels like it's still in Halo.
Yeah, and I do really, really like it, but I need to get better with it. Like I need to learn how it handles because the recoil and the loss of accuracy you really, really, really feel with that weapon.
Yeah, but it's become
and the clip is so short that like you're like, oh, every shot kind of matters with it.
Thankfully, the damage on it is pretty damn high.
Super good damage.
Longer range than the assault rifle you have.
Yep.
So
you can't go wrong with that Commando. So all of those base weapons, like with the classic firing styles, your assault rifle, your battle rifle, pistol, the Commando, and anything like that, the sniper feels phenomenal. I've only been able to use the classic sniper rifle like 2 or 3 times.
Okay. Haven't picked it up yet.
Every time, I'm fucking popping some headshots, dude. I'm fucking nailing these motherfuckers to the wall. Oh, it feels so good.
It rewards you for getting this
and I'll also say, the shock rifle, have you played with the shock rifle yet?
I played a second with it. It seemed effective, but I missed all my shots.
Dude, it's fucking great. I'm having an accuracy issue with it as well. It's not as accurate as the classic sniper.
It's not.
But man, does it feel good to use? And like it'll knock some dudes out with the headshots. But what's great about it is it electrifies and shuts down vehicles.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Do you have to charge it or something?
No, you just shoot it. Yeah, you just shoot a vehicle and it goes down. It's like it EMPs it and it's just shuts it right the fuck down. There was a really great moment. Halo is really great about moments. It's something about that gameplay. You just build moments, like when you first discovered how good that pistol is.
Yeah,
there was a
moment. In my mind.
There was a moment when I grabbed the shock rifle for the first time and I found out how good I was with it. Where I pulled it, missed the first shot because I didn't understand how it fired, and then I nailed 2 headshots in a row. Looked up, there's what do they call it? A Hornet, which is like the new flying vehicle. It's like a plane thing that you can fly around in. Was causing heavy havoc on my team. Excuse me. So I hit that quick reload, bam, shoot it, falls right out the sky, right out of the map, and kills the dude. I was like, this is fucking epic as fuck, dude. This is so cool. Like, and it's just moments like that Halo excels at. It's always excelled at, and peak performance Halo is in this multiplayer right here.
Now, a question I have for you.
Yeah.
Now, this is an issue that I found. It's because I'm playing on Xbox. The shooting actually plays very well.
That's great.
Because it's Halo, I'm more acclimated to that kind of shooting still because I played that for so many years on Xbox. But vehicle play has been... I haven't gotten into many vehicles, but when I did, it felt like it was really clunky without the PC controls. Whereas with...
You think so?
Well, with PC controls, I went back to it with Master Chief Collection, and I did great on the vehicles. I love them on mouse and keyboard.
Really?
For some reason, on controller, I just can't effectively do it. I really couldn't. Are you having trouble with the vehicles?
I'm not having trouble with them, but I disagree that it feels better on mouse and keyboard.
I see.
I've played with the Warthog, obviously, the Mongoose, obviously, and the Ghost, mostly.
Yep.
I hopped in the gunner turret of a Scorpion tank because of some motherfucker beat me to it by like half a second. I haven't been able to play with the Hornet. I've been fucking around with the Chopper. They all feel great. They all feel like classic Halo vehicles. They all drive the way they should. Maybe they flip a little easier than they're supposed to, but at the same time, it's like when you start to flip, it's not a guaranteed flip. Like you can bring it back, which is something that is missing in those older Halos. I am just enjoying how they feel. But on mouse and keyboard, I feel like the vehicles are just an on-off switch. There's no like real like guiding the speed of the vehicle. It's either like you press down the W key and it's full blast, or it's nothing at all. Whereas like on controller with the stick, I feel like, I could press it forward a little bit. We could drive a little slow. Or I could push it forward all the way and we could gun it. And the physics-based driving system that Halo has always had, I feel favors the latter instead of the former. That being controller.
It really could just be a learning curve on my end because it is new game, new vehicles.
But again, like this isn't like the most like make or break thing for me. I still think the vehicles feel good to drive, and I still like it's not that big of a difference between the two to where it's like, oh man, I really wish I was back on gamepad for this because the shooting, you know, just of course feels phenomenal on mouse and keyboard. That's where you should play your first person shooters. But yeah, I cannot speak enough praises of just the functionality of this game and how it feels to play and how you get those epic, crazy ass moments where you're driving a warthog full of teammates, and then we pull up to the base and the passenger seat hops out, the gunner's going crazy, the driver's dodging grenades and stuff as the passenger grabs the flag, and it's the go, get back to the warthog, get back, all right, go, and the rush back to the base, yeah, we got it, yeah, all of that, fucking phenomenal feeling every fucking time. And even if it doesn't play out, like it's like all right, go, oh fuck, we got stuck, we blew up, that's it, all right. But like I still enjoy the failures alongside the wins,
I also enjoy the when plans don't work out the exact way you want them, but they still do. For example, one of our team members during Capture the Flag came back with the flag, crashed, died. Thankfully, I happened to be there, so I grabbed the flag, and I was like, okay, I'm going to run it to our base a little bit, probably going to die. Next thing I know, all the enemy players, of course, come towards me.
Right.
But from my end, all of my allies come, and I see their dots coming over. And I'm able to get it back solely because everybody came and watched my back as I delivered the flag. So even moments just change from second to second, and it lends to those great experiences in Halo that you're talking about.
There's just a beauty, and there's a masterclass level of design in the chaos of Halo, and it's just put so well here. For the most part, I do like all the new additions and all the new weapons and so forth. Again, I haven't had the opportunity to play with the Hornet, and I really do want to play with that. I haven't played with the Banshee either, I don't think.
I don't.
So I am looking to do that. But I do like most of the new weapons. I mentioned the shock rifle already. I don't like any of the shotgun weapons.
You don't?
The Heat Wave and I believe it's called the Bulldog, neither of which are doing it for me.
I like the Bulldog. The Heat Wave, yeah.
I like how the Bulldog feels, but it's not doing the damage I need it to do.
It's not.
No. And I don't know what's up with that. The Heat Wave I like as a Halo weapon, and the gimmick of shooting horizontal or vertical with your spread is cool. But again, like it's just there's a damage thing. I miss the one-shot kills with the shotgun. Where did those go? Why are those not here anymore? It's very strange to me. Sword feels great. Hammer feels really good.
That's what I was going to tell. Because I loved the hammer.
The hammer
the best it's been.
Feels awesome. Maybe the best it's ever felt. It you feel powerful when you're holding that motherfucker.
It's because you don't need to exactly be on everybody, right on their back all the time, because it sends out such a massive shockwave
just get
that
there
does
and
the job.
Just get there and slam it, and it's good. And then from there, it's a little more hit and miss with some of the power weapons for me. I don't think this is a great rendition of the Needler. I think the Needler is okay.
Haven't picked it up. I picked it up, but I got killed, and I didn't get a chance to use it.
The Plasma Carbine I don't like.
That's my least favorite weapon so far. It needs some work, because it functions kind of like a battle rifle.
Yeah.
And the muzzle flash, the plasma muzzle flash, really obscures the sight too much to where it was just so much less effective than any other ranged weapon, like the battle rifle, like the what's the gun? The Commando.
Yeah.
It just didn't seem to be effective like those guns were.
Yeah. And then the Skewer, have you used the Skewer? It's like this harpoon weapon.
I have not.
It'll one-shot vehicles and obviously one-shot dudes. Super long reload animation. But that weapon feels great. Rocket launcher feels great, of course. I love that we're just calling it the Spanker now. That's just what it's called. And then from there, you can miss me with the rest of them. I think it's called the Ravager. Don't like that. The
Disruptor. The pistol?
Yeah, the Disruptor I wasn't fond of. I'm just not... The rest of them, I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'd rather just keep my regular weapons.
Power-ups, though, they've been relatively good. The grappling hook allows for a lot of maneuverability whenever you get it.
Yeah, a lot of mobility, a lot of verticality with the grappling hook.
They're not so rare that you
I do wish the range was a little further.
I do as well.
Yeah, I feel like for a long time I was just like shooting at nothing because I thought I was in range when I wasn't. But it is fun to use.
I have many situations like that as
well. To be clear, it's not like a thing that you have. Like, there's no like classes. Like, you can't build a custom class or anything. And it's not something everybody has. They are pickups on the environment that spawn in just like the weapons do.
But a lot though. That's also the good thing. You feel like you're getting a lot of different weapons.
Yeah.
You're not going through only using the assault rifle and pistol all the time.
No, for sure. And then along with the grappling hook, like there's the quick drop shield, which will block a few shots, and then like start like holes will start forming in the wall that you made, which I think is cute. But I've yet to seen it be like effective. Like, it's yet to make the difference.
It never has for mine.
The repulsor, I haven't once been able to use effectively, at least. But active camo, overshield, that all feels great.
The repulsor, when you do use it, is great. Like,
Oh, really?
I walked into a room, like 3 people just turned on me. I used it, knocked 2 completely away, and only had to deal with 1, and I was able to kill him. Completely saved my life, and the other guys got taken out by my friendlies because they just got hit into the open with a disruptor. Like, when it comes in clutch, it comes in clutch. It can save your life.
So it's just a matter of just like being like, all right, I have it, let me use it.
Very situational.
Yeah. Am I missing any of the power-ups? I don't know. I don't remember.
Those are the only 3 I remember.
Yeah, those are the big ones. But yeah, I enjoy it. I think it lands in that good. I've always felt that Halo is always 3 lanes. It's your grenades, it's your weapon, and then it's your melee.
The golden triangle, as it said in the game.
Yeah, the golden triangle. And ever since Halo 2, I think, or did it start in 3? Maybe it started in 3. They've tried a 4th pillar. No, it is 3. With it was pickups in 3, like the bubble shield and
the
like
boost jumper.
the fucking radar jammer or the flare or stuff like that. Where like, yeah, that's kind of effective sometimes, but like often not. And then
bubble shield was good.
In Reach, it was armor abilities, which were just as hit as miss. Like it's never really worked. Here, it works better than it's ever worked. Like, it's definitely like, okay, this is solid. Like, this is fine the way it is. I enjoy it for what it is.
So far, I think like the grappling hook I love and is always a welcome thing. But yeah. I do like Reach's armor abilities. I was a fan of those in Reach when it came out.
Making sprint one of them is strange. Like, why would I choose sprint over armor lock? And then armor lock just pauses combat for a couple of seconds, and then the same result occurs anyway when you come out of armor lock. And then like, sure, the jetpack was nice, but like the dash ability. So anyways, but we're in the weeds. And then where was I going from there? The armor abilities work. I will say the melee this time around, like, it doesn't have enough. You know that like you hit the melee button and you get pulled into the guy a little bit to like ensure that hit. They've lowered that.
Exception. Like, when I first jumped into the game, it took some time to get around because I assumed it would do that as effectively as it had past game, but I hit air, and then I got killed. I was like, wait a second. I thought I should have hit him right there. And then I quickly found out, okay, it's not as reliable as it was before.
They've tightened that up. But at the same time, like, man, sometimes it does feel like just a punch fight is just punch to win. It does feel like that sometimes still. Because maybe this is because I'm so used to Splitgate, where like the punch just really wasn't that good in Splitgate.
Yeah.
But you would punch and then pop a quick shot. It was better to pop a quick shot than to punch again. Here, it's better to punch again. Like, just fucking street fight your way through it, you know? Oh, my dog is in here.
You didn't know?
I did know. I saw him come in. But anyways. But yeah, so yeah, they've definitely lowered that range of the melee attack a little more. I want to talk about the map designs for a little bit.
You see, my issue with my map designs is I played on the same ones over and over again.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, like the small team fight, Slayer,
yeah.
The refinery type place. I can't remember what it's called. I only played on that one. So,
oh, wow.
Big team battle, I kept playing on that one large map with the boost jumpers on either. Like, you know, the map that has 2 bases on either side.
Yeah.
The big bases. I guess I played that one and the one with the giant, like, umbrella-like construct in the middle of the map. I can't remember what that
I
map's called.
don't know. I don't know if I know this one.
Yeah, I've only
Also,
played.
you haven't played the one that like is pulling design from that Halo 2 level, the Earth Halo 2 level, where you're defending the courtyard and stuff.
No.
There's a map there that first of all, I love the maps.
Yeah.
I love them. Like they're all great. Some of the big team battle ones, obviously because they're so massive, like they lose intricacy in design. But they're all like good. Like I've yet to hit a map and be like, fuck man, I don't like playing here. Like every map I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll play here. And there's narrow passageways and quick like little tight corners or vents that you can jump in through and land in different places real quick to get around really quickly. And it's a thing with arena shooters where like your map knowledge matters. You got to know where weapons spawn. You got to know flow of map. If you're playing CTF, you got to know. All right, I just killed a guy going that route. There's probably more guys that way. So let me grab this flag. Let me go to the other side of the map. Take lane number 3 instead of 1 or 2 and see how that works out for me. And even in that, there's a sub lane that I could take to maybe get some more cover.
Yeah.
Et cetera, et cetera. All of it feels good. They're not all symmetrical. Some of them like are, but like even the asymmetrical ones feel just as good as the symmetric ones. Like I cannot sing the praises of the maps enough so far. Like I love the map design in this game.
It's good.
Which is important for a game like Halo. From there, like game modes, a lot of your regulars show up here. Your Slayer, your big team battles, your capture the flag. Those are like your main ones. Oddball is in there. They've added a new one. I'm forgetting what it's called now. The one where you got to go capture the seeds. Did you play this one? Where
I have not.
Yeah. The idea is like 8 seeds. They're like little batteries spawn on the map, and they all spawn in the same place. And the idea is that your team rushes to go collect as many as possible, bring it back to your base. You need to collect 5 to score a point, and the first to score 3 wins.
Okay.
I love this mode.
Sounds fun.
This mode is super dope, and it does that thing where like you pick up the seed, and it's like you can throw it, or like when you pick up a
oddball.
The oddball, or when you pick up the fusion canister. It functions that same way. So like we very quickly we're like, oh shit, let's assembly line this, and just there's one guy standing on the pile, just throw it back to us, and we'll throw it all the way back to the base, and we'll daisy chain it up all the way to the base.
It's like a PE game.
Yeah, which was, it was like various levels of success, of course, because the enemies would come in and wipe you all out, and you're all busy throwing fucking batteries around that you don't realize that they're here and stuff. But I really, really like that game mode. It's really fun. It's like, it's long enough to where you really feel that drag of the push and pull in some of those big team battles, but it doesn't overstay its welcome. For example, there is another mode that, again, I forget what it's called. It's basically domination. But having the points doesn't score you points. You have to capture all 3 points at one time to score a point, and then the first 1 to 3 wins. And that one I felt heavy stagnation in, where it was like, man, we're just running out the clock in this game. Like, and it's a long clock. It's like 15 minutes. Like, where like we're just hammering the same positions again and again and again and again because you get 2, and then the enemy bunkers down, and they're 1. Maybe they have someone sneak around and get the one that you're not looking at right now, and then it's just this constant like just push and pull of we're all sitting at 0-0 or 0-1 or 1-1 forever. I've yet to play that mode. There was one time where we lost 2 points, and that's because I was playing with the guys, but whoever was leader hit find game, and everyone was on their bathroom breaks. So we started the game with nobody, with like half of our team AFK, and it was just like, all right, well, we're gonna lose this one. And then they all came back by the end of the first point scored. And
it was
it was just a snowball effect from there. Some good, some not so good, but nothing bad. I'm excited for more classic modes to come in, probably with the full release of the game.
Infection people we're looking forward to
in December. I want SWAT. I want
SWAT, yeah.
I just want more. I want like Renegade to come back. I want VIP to come back.
Renegade is what again?
Renegade is kind of like VIP, but like it's the more kills you have, when you're the renegade, you start stacking up points, so then you're worth more points if they kill you, et cetera, et cetera.
Whereas the VIP is just time, like be the VIP.
Yeah, VIP is, I believe, is just a time thing. Yeah, but all that's great, and I'm very excited to like Juggernaut. I want to like all these classic modes. I want to go and play and have fun with. I do want more like playlists. Right now, they've just got 4v4 or Big Team Battle.
Yeah.
And then it's just a hodgepodge of modes. I do want to be like, hey, I just want to play Slayer today.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just want to kill things. I do want to, or hey, man, I'm in the mood for some Capture the Flag. Just put me in the Capture the Flag queue, and that's it.
You know what you're.
It's very strange that it didn't launch this way, but it does. Like, they labeled it a beta, but it's the full thing because you're spending money on the Battle Pass, which we'll get to the Battle Pass here in a second. But yeah, I definitely want more modes and more options to play the modes that I like.
Yeah.
And from there, I'm actually surprised how complete a package this really is. It's free to play, the multiplayer, which is great. I'm getting the game through Game Pass, so I personally had no issue spending money on this right out the gate. So I bought after a couple of rounds, and I was like, oh man, this game's fucking good. I bought the Battle Pass, and I even bought the extra 25 levels. I think I spent like $50 for it all, and I still have leftover credits. To buy another cosmetic pack or whatever. Right now, I don't think the cosmetics are phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. They're limited.
They're very limited.
Of course, it's a new game. So
a lot of it is in the Battle Pass, and it takes a long time to level your Battle Pass up. It's mostly focused on completing challenges, less focused on performance, which I think is a mistake, but 343 has already said, hey, we're looking at it, we're going to fix it, we're going to tweak it, we're going to figure it out. And they've already done like some minor things where like they like inserted like some really easy daily challenges that you can go in and just get really quickly, like bam, 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 knock these out. It's like play a game or something. And then like the weeklies are also pretty easy, but it just takes a while to get through them, or it takes a while to feel like I'm making progress. I feel very slow in the progress I'm making. But and then which is unfortunate because I think this game has the potential to have some of the best customization of any Halo game yet, but it's just not quite there. They have removed picking your individual colors for specific color schemes that they've created, which is a bit of a mixed bag. I do like just being able to pick whatever I want, but in past Halo games, I'm just primary green, secondary red, and that was it. Whereas now it's like, oh, let me do the orange preset, because this orange preset looks kind of cool. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking down the line, I'm like, oh, I'd like to look like that. I'll if and when I get those colors, I'm going to play with those colors, and so forth. So I do like that. There is a bit of that. I'm just curious if there's any really long tail to this customization hunt with the Battle Pass that makes me go, how many different armor variations can you guys come up with before it gets bored? Mm-hmm. And then I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, well then maybe like they've already got the Reach characters. Like you through the Battle Pass you can unlock and you can play as June or Carter from Reach or Emil from Reach. Which is neat. I like that. But like, does that mean like we're getting like characters who aren't in armor eventually, like a Sergeant Johnson or something? And then from there, like, do we even extend past that? Would it be weird if I see Marcus Phoenix running around in Halo? Would that be weird? I don't know. But I'm very curious to find out. And then from there, like, what do we do? Do we start bringing in licensed characters from other IPs and mediums? And we kind of cross into that Call of Duty / Fortnite realm where we're bringing in, I don't know, fucking John Wick. Does that make sense in the world of Halo? I don't know. Or is that going to be kind of immersion breaking and make me not want to kind of break me from the reality of the world?
I lean on the latter, personally. I don't think I would want them to go.
I think it works if you make smart choices. I don't want fucking Superman running around, but I think Marcus Phoenix would make sense. I think maybe if you put like Solid Snake in some power armor or something, that would kind of make, or like put a character's face in, but they've got like some like, you can still customize the body and it's just the head that's different.
Samus would work.
Would work. And stuff like that. Or
Doomslayer.
Doomslayer is another great one. Or maybe you pull like something from like a movie or something, like a Power Ranger or something. I don't know.
Well, there's possibilities.
I'm curious to see if we play around with that or if it's just different armor types again and again and again. Granted, we've had so many Halos at this point, you could really play around with that for quite a while. But do we get helmetless Spartans at some point? You know, does that run them out? Do
Best
we get
models, yeah.
Do we get non-Spartans like at some point? You know,
Can we play as those elites?
can I play as
elite again?
Commander Keys or something? You know, like where are we going with this? I'm very curious to see where all that going. From there, all the smaller customizations I also do like. Being able to switch out limbs for robotic limbs is cool. Picking different body types and voices, all of that's very, very welcome. The AI, have you looked at this AI thing that they got?
I haven't messed around with that.
When you're capturing points in King of the Hill or Domination or whatever, the AI pops up, and you get to change the shape, and the voice and the shape are tied to the same thing, but you can like change the color of your AI, which is neat. Did you see that the pink AI is called Lightish Red?
Yes.
Just a cute little red versus blue reference there. I thought it was cute. There's a couple of other red versus blue references.
I didn't catch the red versus blue reference.
Yeah, there's a couple in there.
Lightish Red. I personally use the Promethean, I think one. Promethean. Is that the female orange one? Like the no, the color.
Oh, that's the color. I'm also using the orange color.
Yeah. Works the best. For that.
And then I'm using the female voice, so it's a ball.
You like that one? Okay.
Yeah, I'm using the ball right now. But I'm looking to swap it out. I'm instantly like, I just want more options. Like these customizations are not doing enough for me. Which again, they said they're
working on it.
They're working on it, so we'll see. And I think when the full game comes out, they're gonna have another update and do some other shit or something.
Yeah, I feel like we'll see a lot more content come that release.
Overall, Halo Infinite multiplayer, very happy with this package.
Yes, I want to dive into it more.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing it for many, many weeks to come. I feel like I'm very, very fucking excited. Yeah. And then I'm excited to check out that campaign. It's a shame we're not getting co-op. It's a shame we're not getting Forge. And it seems like it's actually going to be quite a while before we get those things.
But based on how the game plays, it'll be fun. It'll be fun to play.
Yeah, I'm very excited to play the game, play the campaign, figure out its story. I really hope that story lands, since I don't have co-op partners to play with and have fun with alongside it. So I really hope that story lands, and I really hope the game loop of it's more openish. You're running around capturing bases and so forth. I want to see if that feels good in a Halo game. There's a bunch of campaign previews that have been going live on the internet. Everybody seems very, very positive about it, but I won't know until the full game is out and I get my hands on it. Connor, anything else to say about the Halo Infinite multiplayer?
Overall, I think we pretty much covered it. I mean, the best parts of the game, for me at least, are how it plays. It feels different, and it feels better than it ever has before, while still retaining the Halo elements.
Yeah, that DNA is there with that modern feel to it to make it feel great, man. It feels really good to play.
The revamping of gunplay really just sells it.
I'm so excited. I'm so happy with the package that's been delivered. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for your Two Penny Games Cast episode 70. Thank you so much for listening. If you got this far, remember, you can get this podcast at youtube.com/2pennygamescast or any major podcast service of your choice. Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. We're out there. Please like, share, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Please go share it with your friends. We'd really appreciate the help and the support. Shout out to those dishwashers, just casually chilling at work, listening, man. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Shout out to them dishwashers. If you know, you know. Anyways, until next week, have a great week. Remember, you can catch us twitch.tv/2pennygames for live gameplay content. We're not doing Have You Ever Played this week, but we will be doing it next week with God of War 2018. So please jump in, check out that, and check out the God of War 3 After the Hype review that me and Phil are putting out this Tuesday, 8 a.m. All youtube.com/2pennygamescast. But until then, Connor, say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye.
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 To the people.